Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Okay, so I was meant to put this video out a while ago, um, but things have kind of got in the way and slowed me down. But again, this is another Blockdag video. I just wanted to go over this the points that Nick Vandenberg of Blockdag, the CMO of Blockdag, he sort of made a video, 10-minute video addressing some of the FUD. Okay. So he was saying this isn't hype, but this is all real and all of this kind of thing. So I just wanted to address some of the things. Now, I made a bit of a jokey video about miners and, the spelling was wrong and stuff like that. So go check that video out. It's a bit of fun, really. But it does show their unprofessional nature, okay, by putting this video out with the wrong spelling, okay, of the word minor. Um, Now, another thing I'd want to point out is another guy called Leicester. I hope I got his name right. I mean, I want to call him Lester, but I'm sure he calls himself Leicester from Crypto Talk FM, Crypto Talk Radio. He put out a video which basically went over this, and I kind of agree with a lot of the stuff he said. Pretty much the same kind of thoughts that I'm gonna put out now. So, but I don't want to sort of say that I just copied his thing. It's just he put it out before me, basically. But he's coming to the same kind of conclusions that I come to. Although I kind of disagree with him about Nick Vandenberg's. He sort of talks about it as if Nick Vandenberg sort of acting alone and calling um the CEO like a liar and stuff like that. He's saying that Nick's calling Anthony Turner a liar and stuff. I don't think that's happening at all. Um I don't know, okay, but I think they're working together, okay. But they're just not working very well together. Okay, they contradict each other all the time. So I'm not going to use the word lie. I just think they contradict each other. Um, it's not quite the same thing. Okay, they're not purposefully lying. It's just that because the whole project is like a sham, these are the things that are gonna happen. Okay. Anyway, let's go through that. Okay, let's just go through this. So,
It's about facts. It's about where we are, what we've done, and where we're going. So let's cut through the noise, the FUD, the misinformation,
yeah, the spelling, the fudge. Let's cut through the fud, and it's fudge. It's quite amusing that. But anyway,
and get to the truth of the matter. Blockdag has been recognized by the World Future Awards as one of the top 100 blockchain and Web3 companies of 2025.
okay, so he's made a statement there, and this is actually a true statement. So if you go to the top, this web page here, all right, and you can see the Blockdag thing there, but I'll just show you the top of it. Worldfutureawards.com. Okay. Now they've got various categories and stuff like that, and Blockdag's in this top 100. Now, what I'll say about this kind of thing is whenever you get these award things, usually what happens is you have to pay to get the award. It's like stars on Hollywood Boulevard. Those people pay to get those stars on Hollywood Boulevard. If they don't pay for it, they won't get it. Okay, so this is a bit like that. Um, I'm pretty certain that all of these people who've got these awards will have had to have paid for them. You see, I've seen loads of these award things for everything under the sun. You can get awards for the best like cleaning fluid and stupid things like that. Okay, best cleaning fluid of 2024 and things like that. It's just crazy. If you want to make some money, start a site like this and then just email people and say, "Oh, do you want to get an award?" Okay, and just pay $50 for this. Okay, honestly, it's the biggest scam going. Okay, these award things. So yeah, they do appear on here. Okay, now what that means in terms of legitimacy, who knows? Okay, I would say not a lot personally, but there you have it. They are on it, so that is a fact. Now, what I would say to that, and I agree with Lester from Crypto Talk Radio also mentioned this. Why don't they put that on the website? You know, it's like an award that you've kind of won. Okay, why isn't that on the website? You know, why do we have to sort of fish around to find this stuff? That's the thing I don't get. So there's that. All right. Okay, let's continue.
This recognition highlights companies that are shaping the future of decentralization, transparency, and blockchain-driven innovation. By joining this cohort, let's
Okay,
get
so
into it. At Singapore, we're building, not folding. Many projects have pulled out because of the strict legal environments for crypto advertising. We didn't. We are still here.
So they made basically an announcement that they were going to be one of the top sponsors, and then now they're not going to be. They're not even going to be allowed into it from the sounds from what I can gather. So they're now doing their own event. It's like that's what they're saying anyway. So you can go and meet them and them doing their own event with a few other people, including Coin Store and stuff like that. We'll come on to that in a bit anyway. But yeah, so what they do is they announce this is the big problem, one of the biggest problems with Blockdag. It doesn't give any confidence to people because they announce things and then those things don't happen. So it's like the Singapore, the Token 2049 event. They announced that they're going to be one of the leading sponsors, and now they're not even going to be there, and they can't be a sponsor for whatever. And they're giving excuses that I think it's because they're a pre-sale or something like that, so they can't be a global sponsor or anything like that. Um, so what they do, this is the problem, is they announce things before the things have happened. Okay, what they should do is get the logo up there and show that they're a sponsor, and then say, look, see, our logo's up there. This is what we're doing. We are one of the global sponsors. But no, they do things in the opposite way about. All right. They announce things before it's even happened, and then they let everybody down. We'll come on to other things where they've let other people down as well. Okay, so minor deliveries. So this is my little comments here. If you've noticed, I've got minor in. Go check my other video if you haven't seen that.
Are being delivered right now. This is not a promise. It's not a projection. It's actual deliveries. We're not Amazon Prime. We are managing global logistics. DHL and partners are handling thousands of unique packages on a one-to-one basis. And you've already seen the first YouTube unboxing.
So they're sending out times 10 miners. Okay. So oh yeah, sorry. Just going back to this top web three, this top this award thing. One thing I did sort of notice. Okay, if we go right to the bottom, is kind of the wording they use. The top 100 web blockchain companies 2020 is more than an industry ranking. It's a reflection of how innovation. So when I read that, that just sounded like so much like the tweets that Blockdag put out. Okay, and you got things like this: join the movement. Okay, so things like it is a reflection. All right, it just sounds like the sort of same kind of language that Blockdag used. So if you do a search like for the word movement, okay, every milestone proves we're rewriting the future of DeFi. The movement is unstoppable. Okay, the movement is growing. The momentum is unstoppable. The movement can't be stopped. Okay, and then you look at like you put in the word reflection. I might be just being a bit pedantic here or something, but if you want to call me out on it, by all means do. But I just don't use the word reflection. Maybe it's just me, okay? But who uses the word reflection? All right. The wait is over. We're thrilled to announce the official release of two of our most exciting features: reflection rewards and our decentralized lottery system. This milestone is a reflection of our collective energy. Okay. This incredible momentum is a reflection of your passion and belief. This milestone is a clear reflection of your trust and enthusiasm. This achievement is a reflection of the commitment and effort of our team. Okay, I don't know. I don't use the word reflection. Maybe that's me. Okay, but who else uses the word reflection? I don't know. So I just feel that this kind of language here is very similar to the sort of tweets. I don't know what that says, but maybe they're just using all AI, and this is what AI does. It just comes across as very samey. Okay, and they just use the same kind of things. So that's something that I saw and thought, bit dodgy. Okay, so what we're talking about now, he was talking about the miners. Now, if you go to this Blockdag Investors channel, you've got all these miner deliveries and stuff like that. So apparently they are coming. So you got different ones. But this seems very weird to me. You've got like this Blockdag Investors channel, YouTube channel. Now, what I would be expecting is individual people sending videos or showing videos on Twitter, okay, and on YouTube, but they're really difficult to find. So I don't quite know how they've got them, all right, as many as this, because when you go on Twitter, okay, and you use the hashtag BlockDag X times 10, you've got this one in Iceland, okay. So this is like a couple of days ago. So if you just type in the BlockDag X10, and there's hardly anything here. There's this one here, all right. So that's the same one as uh was it this one here? I think it's this one. But yeah, so there's that. Oh yeah, and there's another one here, okay, which is just another video that was on there. And that isn't anything. And that was it. Okay. So if you look on Twitter, you can't find you can find like one or two videos that are here. So there's 8 videos here, but on Twitter, you can only find like two. So that just seems really suspicious to me. Maybe they're all on TikTok. Maybe TikTok's more popular, but I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know. Maybe they're all on TikTok, so who knows?
This is proof that they're out there.
Now the other thing
On our
is the
ASIC
times 10.
miners, yes.
The times 10 isn't actually a miner, remember? It's not really, it's not proper mining. It's not like Bitcoin mining. All right. This is just like numbers go up. Um, and these times 10 miners basically, as I've said before, they just look like gas detection miners. Sorry, gas detection devices. All right. Sponsorships. Okay,
Have
let's
been
talk about
globally
sponsorship.
negotiated and they're real. I've spent 30 years in advertising and media, and at this level, deals take months,
I'll tell you what, if he spent 30 years, he bloody sucks at it.
sometimes years. These aren't overnight deals. They're the result of months of negotiation and global franchises and teams of part of that negotiation. And yes, we announced the NBA franchise discussions. And yes, we had contracts in hand. But USA crypto regulation shifted.
So this is the thing, so he says like we've got these, we announce these discussions. This is the problem. He shouldn't have announced these. But as another YouTuber said, Leister from Crypto Talk Radio, we know why they've done it. It's to create FOMO, to try and create interest. So even if it doesn't materialize, then people say, "Oh, NBA, I'm going to jump in." Okay. But it never happened, obviously. The NBA never happened. Inter Milan didn't happen. Oh, sorry, it did happen, but now it's no longer there. Okay. If you type Blockdag, it's completely eradicated from their website. There's nothing, no results found. Okay. Okay. So you go to the search, go to the search thing on inter.it and you search for Blockdag and you won't find it. Um, and it's all over there. If we just go to the Blockdag network page, Seattle Orcas, right? Okay, so they do have Seattle Orcas have got a mention. So Blockdag is mentioned on Seattle Orcas web page. Inter Milan, no. There's a Seattle Orcas, sorry, Seattle rugby team that was mentioned. There was a logo here about the Seattle rugby team. I can't remember what they were called, but that's not mentioned on the rugby teams. And obviously they've taken it off. Maybe they've been asked to take it off by the Seattle rugby team. That's no longer there. We obviously had the Borussia Dortmund affair. That didn't happen. Um, yeah, that didn't happen at all. So, when he's saying facts that they've got sponsorships in place, well, a lot of them have collapsed. Um,
And we had a pullback. Something had to adjust because of these shifting regulations. And yes,
okay, so
and aligned with fan engagement technology, building on our ecosystem. What is our pre-sale and partnership commitment? And we've said this from the beginning. We're launching Blockdag at 600 million. We've stuck to that. We haven't waited.
so they're saying they stuck to it, and they've had this target of $600 million from the get-go. Now the thing is that wavered at some point. It wavered in March 2025. Okay, in this AMA 6, I think it is here. So if we just play this, if we got the sound up, it's a bit quiet. So let me just put the sound up a bit more.
So maybe it's taking a step back. Initially, when the project launched, there was a target of 600 million, but there was no end in sight. So we were going to run the project till we hit that. That was, well, it would have taken too long. It doesn't make sense to launch next year. You never know what next year brings. So we decided to rather announce that we are launching this year. So obviously the 600 is no longer a target. The bonuses served a purpose in terms of keeping activity, keeping.
So there you go. So Anthony Turner on 20th of March announced that they're no longer going for the 600 million. It was going to take too long. It was going to take them way past 2025, and they wanted to launch earlier than that. And they also say that they want to launch this year. Okay, so that's what they said. And now Nick here is saying, no, we haven't wavered. Now, what I will say is that Leicester from Crypto Talk Radio says that this guy's acting like a loose cannon. He's acting on his own. I don't think he is. Okay, I think Anthony Turner knows that he's doing this video. Okay, and I think he knows he's saying these things, but they just kind of forget about all the stuff they've said in the past. It's like they just forget about all the stuff they said, and it just comes across as they're lying or contradicting themselves, which is what they're doing. They just contradict themselves all the time. They say one thing and then they change. Sometimes they change the next day. Okay, so this here is like several months change. Okay, so 6 months ago they said we're not going for the target 600 million. Now Nick is saying, oh, we haven't wavered and we're going for the 600 million. Okay, so what is it? Okay. Maybe the Anthony Turner tomorrow, tomorrow in his AMA that he's going to do, maybe he'll say that we're launching this year. But Nick's saying we're gonna launch. Sorry, we're gonna launch when we reach 600 million. Yeah, probably gonna make another video about this as well. Okay, because that's kind of changed. Okay, so this is another thing you see. If you go to the website, live now, pre-sale closing by BDAG at 0.0013, okay, 26 days. So they're sort of saying the pre-sale is closing in 26 days. Well, it's only going to close, surely, if they reach 600 million. So again, this is like false advertising. Okay, people think that this is going to launch in 26 days. Well, it can't do unless it reaches 600 million because Nick's just said that. Unless he was wrong, unless he was lying all the time. Okay. Um,
Our
hackathons.
hackathons are building the pipeline, where we've actively been running multiple hackathons. They're not just in South Africa, not just across Africa, but
So these hackathons, all right. There's basically been two here. I know there's been another one. There's another one. I can't find it now, but I'm sure seen another one somewhere. Okay, on another website. So, but there's been like a handful. He makes it sound like there's been loads. Okay, but from what I can gather, there's been less than five. Okay. Um, but he makes it sound like there's loads of these and loads of people get-togethers and 50 people attending, and we've got loads of projects coming from this. Well, if you've got less than like five hackathons, I can't imagine you've got a lot from it. All right, so that just sounds like BS to me. Okay,
we've shifted our legal entity to Samoa, a
no, that is
crypto-friendly
really weird.
jurisdiction.
Let's
That's
just
our
watch that again.
contracting entity. We've shifted our legal entity to Samoa, a crypto-friendly.
So I'm guessing they've edited the video here, maybe, or something. I don't know. It's very strange because it comes up Bermuda. We've shifted our legal entity to Samoa, but yet it comes up Bermuda. Now this text, I thought it was like some sort of computer generated. But how the heck you can go from Samoa to Bermuda, I don't know. You know, obviously you can get words like minors wrong. You know, you can you can obviously see the spelling mistakes there, and you know how the spelling can be different. But you can, how the hell did you go from Samoa to Bermuda? Okay, they're completely different words. They don't sound the same. Samoa, Bermuda. Okay, it's nothing like. So I don't quite understand what happened there. Did they edit it? Um, what is going on there? I don't get it at all. The other thing is, again, where is it mentioned? Is it mentioned anywhere? Are they a legal entity? You know, we need that information. Usually this kind of information is right at the bottom of a web page. So I'm just scrolling to the bottom and let's see if there's anything mentioned. Not really. I mean, normally you have this kind of stuff right at the bottom, but this is the right at the bottom. I've got nothing else. Usually you put like limited company and stuff. Usually this appears at the bottom of a web page where it's kind of easy to find. Um, about. Yeah, I'm sure I've gone through this before, and there's no, this is just about no, it's not about the company which you're expecting. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is it. I mean, it should be here, shouldn't it? About, it should sort of give the hmm, yeah, nothing. Nothing about Samoa or Bermuda, you know, no clarification on that. And then here that I just
During Token 2049, at our own world-class event, for 2 days with our partners Coins.
it's just so weird. They're saying they've got a world-class event going on and that they're hosting. Um, I mean, yeah, it just sounds naff, doesn't it? Now, what I will say about CoinStore, now I've heard negative things about them, but just looking at the top crypto exchanges, spot exchanges, if you look at the trading volume, then CoinStore is one of the top ones. It's got 4 billion, according to this coin market cap information, 4 billion trading volume. That is really high. Okay, no doubt about it. So Um, that's solid. Well, I mean, you can't. Who knows how much wash trading's going on these exchanges? I'm sure Binance will probably have some wash trading and stuff like that. I remember trading competitions and stuff like that. I mean, that's a great way. Getting people to trade coins in a competition is a great way to increase the volume of your trades, basically. Um, so it's kind of not proper. It's artificially inflated. It's artificial kind of trading where you're trading for a competition, let's say. Um, that could be going on, and it could just be also other kind of wash trading as well. Who knows? All right, this stuff goes on. So who knows how authentic um, these kind of figures really are? Okay. And some of these I haven't even, I mean, Xmo.me, I don't even know what the hell that is. And it's more than Binance. I've never even heard of it. So what is going on there? And then you got this in Coin Market Cap, reserve data unavailable. So it, maybe it's not completely legit. I don't know. All right. But I mean, Coinstore, I've never really heard of them before. Blockdag mentioned them, but I don't know. There's loads of exchanges that I haven't heard of. So take it with a pinch of salt, really, from that. So I think I've gone through most of the stuff um, that Nick Vandenberg's gone through, and some of it is kind of legitimate, but some of it I've kind of shown up that it's BS. So let me know in the comments what you think, and we look forward to Anthony's AMA. I hope he goes through some of the points that I made in my last video about points that I'd like going through. So let's see if he's got the nuts to discuss those points. Okay, I doubt it very much.